Pets are an essential add-on to our lives. They're cute, they're fun, they're always a blast to have around. Whether you have a dog, cat, fish, lizard, whatever. Well, imagine if you woke up one day and the only available animals left are these creatures. Herdling is a game where you guide mysterious animals on a beautiful journey throughout the plains, mountains, and more. This game has one of the most unique game mechanics I've ever seen, and they managed to really make a lot out of it. And in this video, I will be showing you how I got all 32 achievements in the Herdling. To start off, our character wakes up in a piss-stained mattress under a bridge. We walk outside and realize we're located in the middle of a giant city. We come across a park, and from a glance I could see this creature. At first I was hesitant to go close to him, but then I saw he had a bucket on his head. And after he hits this tree, a branch falls off and I take the bucket off of his head. This animal is something called a calicorn. Since we helped him with the bucket, he let us tame him. We can also name them whatever we want, so obviously I picked a good appropriate name for him. Now, we've tamed the calicorn, and with the stick we found, I can guide the creature in any direction I want. This game mechanic is honestly very unique, and it's something I've never really seen before. With my stick and the blow of a whistle, we can direct our pets and tell them to move in any direction. And we can also make them slow down or come to a full stop. I passed this tutorial section, hitting some of the cones and shit along the way, and I get to this street area. Here I spot another calicorn behind this fence, so I open the gate and bring my original pet with me. The animal gets comfortable and we're able to tame him. Again, I give him a pretty gangster name. Then I give him a little rub on his belly and continue moving forward. I find another creature hiding in the corner, and after taming him, I unlock the first achievement for taming 3 calicorns. With the help of our 3 pets, we can push this big container out of the way, and after navigating our way through the city, we finally see some grass and what looks to be like freedom from this ugly and decrepit city. I open the gate and look at this view. One thing I gotta give to this game is that the music and scenery are beautiful. This is a clip from their Twitter, and the music was created with unusual instruments, and it just really matches the gameplay like perfectly. We also get the second achievement for starting chapter 2. Moving forward, we unlock a new command which is called stampeding. If we pick enough of these blue flowers, we can create a stampede with all our animals and cause them to increase their speed for a short amount of time. This makes navigation much easier, and in short, it's basically a sprint mechanic. We then race this train and enter its tunnel. Going through it, we can see on the other side is a train station. Here's where we find our first obstacle of the game. This bush has sharp metal scrap around it. But since I'm an idiot, I forgot to command my herd to the right, and one of my animals gets poked and starts bleeding. You can also tell by his fur color when the animals get hurt or when they're healthy. We then find this empty train cart, and I push it to access the next place. Here I find a campfire and another injured calicorn. I also see a tree with glowing berries growing on it. So after I feed some to the calicorn, his fur turns back to normal and we can then tame him. On this side, I find another creature hiding under one of the trains, and with a little help from my friend, he comes out and we can also tame him. Going back to the campfire, I find 2 piles of sticks, and after starting up a fire, I get the 3rd achievement for doing so. I then regroup the other part of my herd with our 2 new friends, and we all sit together around the fire. This resting area serves as a checkpoint for every mission. It's also a safe place where you can pet your herd and tend to their needs, whether that means feeding, cleaning, or healing them. After petting this calicorn, I get an achievement for caring to all of their needs. I go on our carpet, lie down, and fall asleep. Once I wake up, I get straight to business and cross this bridge to enter the forest. I get the 5th achievement for reaching the forest. I also find an item hanging from one of the rocks, and after taking it, I realized I could place it on one of my pets as a decoration. Right after doing this, I get the 6th achievement. Throughout the game, I'll be finding a lot of these items, and the little dance that they do when you place it on them is kinda cute. It's a small but effective addition to the game, and it made me happy every time I did it. Continuing through the forest, we find another creature and I tame him right away. And I also get the 7th achievement for petting my herd 10 times. Moving along, I command my herd through more of those metal scrap bushes, and I reach this area, where I see another calicorn. I go to tame him until the rock behind him falls off and he's about to fall off the cliff. That's when I save him from falling, and after pulling him up, he lets out a big scream and we get the 8th achievement. We also get to another campfire location, and here I play fetch with one of the guys, and after throwing the ball 3 times, I get the 9th achievement. Then I light the campfire and I call one of my pets to help me get on top of this rock. At the top is this big decoration. It looks like a necklace of some sort, but when I take it and place it on one of my pets, this unlocks an achievement. And we also find out that this certain decoration is called a harness. I also get another achievement for cleaning all of my calicorns at a resting spot. I go to sleep and get woken up by a haunting scream. When waking up, all of my herd is looking at this vine door. Well, it looks like we've got a problem on our hands. I heal the injured calicorn and tame it. So, going back to the mission, we now have to worry about a big ass bird throughout the whole game. Going into the hole, we can see drawings of this bird, most likely warnings for what's about to come. And after traversing through this tight area, I break one of the rock things and this happens. So, it seems like every time you touch one of these stones, they'll break and alert the bird. Continue moving forward, but I can't lie, this next section was kind of stressful. I did this part so slowly to make sure I didn't touch any of the rocks. Anyways, I escaped this area without alerting the bird. Now, I thought I was freed from this stress, but the game says fuck you and has another 2 sections full of these rocks. This time there's like 50 more of them scattered everywhere. So again, I had to slowly crawl my way through it using the stop and slow commands. Then finally I reach the end and I get the 12th achievement for successfully dodging all of the rocks. I stampede my way across this field and when I get to this dock, I get the 13th achievement. I then call the ferry and to my surprise, there's a calicorn already on the ship. So I tame him and start the engine. After our short journey, I enter this cave and after picking all of these yellow flowers, I get the ability to activate a painting on the wall. This unlocks the 14th achievement of the game. I continue walking up this mountain and it seems as if the higher we scale the mountain, the more dangerous it gets. This is shown by the breakable edges on the cliff. And after a bit more walking, I get to this downhill section and unlock the 15th achievement for starting chapter 5. While going down the hill, we get another beautiful feel of the soundtrack and once I reach the bottom, I find another calicorn and tame him. Since this is the 10th calicorn I've tamed, I get an achievement for this. We activate some more paintings and move forward. Now that we're pretty high up this mountain, we can see some snow building up on the ground. We continue pushing through and once I get to this campfire area, this place doesn't look too safe. With 4 birds surrounding us, the only thing we can try to do is activate this tower. This blocks the birds from trying to hurt us and it keeps us safe. Then I find some more harnesses and decoration for my animals and I start the fire. The next day, I command my herd to go down this abandoned village. Here I see more of these rocks, but this time our only way is going straight through them, so that's exactly what I do. This puts us into a chase scene where all the birds are trying to get our ass. They even land in front of us and try to block us from running away, and just as I'm about to get to safety, one of the birds grabs me and knocks me out cold. I wake up and get the 17th achievement for starting chapter 6. At the beginning of this scene, I have to regroup all of my calicorns together and once I do that, I can push this rock door thingy out of the way. Now, in this area, I activate some more paintings and on top of that, it also spawns in these big icebergs in the background. In this area, I also find the last calicorn and get 2 achievements. One for healing 10 calicorns and the other for finding and taming all of the calicorns in the game. After this, I activate another painting which then repeats the iceberg process and finally we can cross this bridge. Luckily, the game is programmed to not make any of our pets fall here because I'm pretty sure they would have been all dead by now. Anyways, we get to the snowy biome and instead of having breakable cliff parts, now we have cracks in the ice that will break if we stand on top of them. So just like before, I gotta be super careful and navigate my way through this section. I do this for another 5 to 10 minutes and I reach the end of that area, unlocking an achievement for not breaking any of the cracks. Right after, I hear the bird again, but this time he's not attacking us. Instead, it looks like he's hurt and can't move anymore. So I just cut his head off. Nah, I'm just joking. I go find a berry and give it to him. This act of kindness gives us the 21st achievement of the game. He then flies off and we find another resting spot. In this area, I find another harness which gives me the achievement for finding 5 harnesses throughout the whole game. Dodging more of these ice cracks, I get to the top of the mountain and get an achievement for starting chapter 7. This new mission gives us another obstacle to face, a blizzard. Every couple of seconds, a strong gust of wind will hit our herd, forcing us to brace ourselves. So now we'll need to dodge cracks in the ice while staying aware for all these blizzards. I continue moving forward, and finally I get to this area where the wind is so strong I need to stampede my way just to slowly move forward. And a small side note, I don't know if this was a glitch or something, but who the fuck was that guy? Playing this for the first time, that shit was kinda scary. Anyways, the blizzard gets so strong to the point where our screen gets covered and we wake up under a bunch of snow. We also realize our stick broke in the process, so one of our Calicoins decides to let us ride him instead. This whole ending section is now played with us using our Calicoins to steer our way around. We go from the top of the snowy mountain, going down the rocky slides, passing through the forest, and finally reaching the plains. We then stop at this river area and enter the small cave. Here we see the spirit of our ancestors. This is also the final campfire section, and after getting some wood and lighting up the fire, I get the 24th achievement for completing the game without losing a Calicorn. And I get another achievement for finishing the game. As you can tell, I'm still missing 6 achievements to 100% the game, so the first one I go for is called Road Rage. This one brings us back to chapter 1 in the city, and all we have to do is just break 10 cars with our Calicorn. After this, we'll unlock the achievement. The second one is called Careful Pedestrian. This one is also located in the city, and all I have to do is avoid knocking over any other cones. So after a couple close calls here and there, it was a pretty easy achievement and I did it on my first try. Right after that, I got the Maximum Zoomies achievement, which all I had to do was race the train and get into the tunnel as fast as possible. The 29th achievement was called What the Duck, and all you had to do was look at these ducks. That's really it. Pretty useless achievement, but whatever. Now, all I'm missing is the Collector achievement, which is unlocked by collecting every harness in the game. So, I already got the achievement to collect 5, and in total, apparently there's 6. This means I have to restart the whole game just to collect one harness that I missed. This process was kind of long and a bit tedious, but at the end of the day, I get the last harness and unlock every single achievement in the Herdling. So before this video ends, I just want to give a short review about the game. I'm not gonna lie, this game was mid. Yeah, I know the music and the graphics are really cool and the animals are cute, but that's all this game really has. The lack of a story and of any dialogue just made the game a bit bland. Like on my second playthrough of the game, going for the harnesses, I was damn near playing with my eyes closed. This shit was so boring. So if I were to rank this game with the others, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to put it at the bottom tier. It's not really a game I would recommend to people. But yeah, at the end of the day, that's just my opinion, and some people may really enjoy this game. So if you made it this far, I'd just like to say thank you for watching till the end and enjoy the rest of your day.